Hello everyone, this is Garrett, and we shall go to the lowest Erebos' horns. Because this is Dungeon Siege 2, and we're nearing the end of the original game at least, not the expansion of course, because, you know, lost half more game. But you know, we're getting there, we're getting closer. We're getting awesome stuff. Yeah, we'll get there. We can do, I have faith in this. This will all go well. I'm sure it won't take more than like 5 or 10 minutes to reach the final boss. Certainly not an hour or two. And I'm sure everything will go completely swimmingly. Having said that, let's move on to wherever we are, really. We're kind of... oh, great, they're all male. They're kind of random male. Yeah, they're random male. That should be good. Those are you angry if I do this? Nope, I just... how about this and that? Oh, delightful, that works so well. So, me and Sectus finished the Dawn of War 2 campaign, which is about as much as Dawn of War 1 as Diablo, but, you know, it was still kind of amusing, even if every mission was either defend the base or kill everything. But other than that, it was pretty amusing. Maybe we'll record at some point in co-op mode, because there's a co-op mode. But it's really not much of an RTS anymore. So yeah, we might do that at some point if we ever feel like it, but probably not anytime soon. But, you know, it might happen. It might happen. But it really was a silly game. I mean, it's really no longer an RTS. The single player campaign, at least, isn't an RTS. It's just an RPG game, and it looks quite a lot like this actually. Only the graphics are so much prettier, and recording it takes a lot more computer power. Yay! Also, it would appear that I'm standing in front of fireballs again, don't I? No, I think I'm good in terms of fireballness. But yeah, that might happen. And I finally watched The Phantom of the Opera for the first time until the end, and if you haven't seen it, it's this touching story about this very delusional girl, and she wants to sing in the opera, but she can't because the people don't want her to sing in the opera. So then she's like, but I want to, and then the main singer goes like, I'm a whore, and then she's like, yay, and yeah. And then they think, oh, she actually is a pretty good singer. I wonder how we never noticed this, even though she practices in the same building and stuff. Oh well, let's just go with it, and thus she is wonderful singer person. But wonderful singer person has a band of sorts, of which one is the friend she had all those years ago. Yeah, and they're like, oh my god, we're together again, that's quite fun, let's get married now. And so they plan on doing so, but then there's like this Phantom of the Opera guy who's like, hey, I can appear out of nowhere when it suits me. And then later it says, yeah, he's a magician, so that explains how he magically appeared in front of the main character, which never gets explained again, of course, but you know. As we go with it, we find out that the main character kind of wants to know more about this phantom person, because he's quite intriguing, if I do say so myself. And so they find out more stuff, and then they take off his mask because she's a douche like that, and they're like, oh my god, you took off my mask, this bothers me in great numbers. And yeah, he all male. And but before that, they have this wonderful scene where they're singing together, because everyone's singing in this movie for some reason. I think they're all a little bit confused, but still, they were all singing and they were quite happy. And then suddenly there was a horse to take the main character down the staircase, which she could have easily walked down, but instead there was a horse to take her down the staircase, just in case she needed a horse to do this. And so she goes down the staircase and into a boat. And then they're like, yay, I'm in the boat now, this is wonderful and happy. Until they're no longer in the boat. But then, yes, I was talking about the thing happening, and yeah. But there was basically this thing that kind of happened, and I'm dying. That's kind of weird. Why am I dying? Oh look, fireballs. Wonderful. I have lost where I was in the plot of the story. But yeah, she's all like, yay, I'm a singer now, and this is my friend, and we're going to get married. But the Phantom of the Opera doesn't want them to get married, because he wants to marry the wonderful girl. And oh look, another unique buckler. Haven't found one of those in a few minutes. And then, but yes, then they were like, no, but I want to get married, and he's like, no, and that doesn't actually happen like that, but I like to pretend it did. It makes more sense. And so it turns out she's really stupid and just kind of wanders around on her own because that's what she does. I'm not actually sure what happened either. I should probably watch it again because I don't really remember much of the movie anymore. Which is quite embarrassing since I saw it like 2 days ago, but you know, I had to wake up at 6:30 in the morning for the past 2 days, and I need more sleep, damn it. But you know, you go with it, you live with it, and then after a while you scream and horrible things. But apart from that, everything went quite well. Oh, it's great Rampage mode. I don't want to go on Rampage mode. But yes, Phantom of the Opera has some quite neat music, even though every single song makes you feel like you've heard that song before at some point in time. Maybe not even in that particular movie or musical or opera, depending on where you watch it. And it's by Andrew Lloyd Webber, who is the most happy person of all time, and everyone loves him because he's always had original work and truly never ever has anything that isn't original. Never, ever. And as such, it's the most wonderful movie in the world, and I give it 7 cakes out of 7 peacocks in July, because that's how I rate things. Oh yes. Elemental Rage! Okay, but yes. Now we shall continue with the main story, now that I've talked about Phantom of the Opera, which is kind of a silly movie musical thing, and all the music sometimes really obviously looks like it's all pre-recorded. I actually wondered if it was the same person doing the actual acting and as the person who sang some of the songs, because her voice just changes so much in between things, and if it is the same person, then I think it's quite impressive really, because it really does sound completely different at times. But if it isn't, then ha! Yeah. Which reminds me, I kind of want to see Nightmare Before Christmas. I haven't seen those one in a while. Just seen 2. That's pretty good. Wasn't talking about anything in particular. I was talking about things now. Here. Oh, enemy. And yeah. We're almost at the end of the game. I've said that once before, I think. And I think there's still an enemy here. Oh, there's one there. He was hidden behind the wall and the camera and the bleh. So we're going upstairs to find the evil boss man. Because we started off at the lower thingy, and naturally we have to go to the utmost highest Zanzibar land of chocolate factory cake heights in existence to get to the final boss. Because that's how Dungeon Peak rolls. It makes you wait and wait and wait. But it's still pretty fun, even though my guys are kind of dying. Yes, my guys. Not my party, my guys. My dudes. Okay. So. Yeah, my party kind of exploded there. That was not supposed to happen. Okay, move back. Shoot your blue stuff at everyone. I don't know if I'm using the power. I probably should have checked it. They became mad if I used the power, but you know, I'm way too lazy to do that and just kill everyone. That way, the hard way. With all the cool kids do it the hard way. Oh yes. Oh yes, that's a red dot on the radar, isn't it? I can't really tell. Oh, okay, yes it was. Oh well, did you level up in thingy yet? But yes, you did. Heal.